This is Donna Higgins from ESPN. We're talking with Bill White, Chicago Hawks defenseman, two-time Hall of Famer, and Bill's with us today to introduce the newest inductee into the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Well, it's great to be here with the lovely Donna Higgins. Doesn't she look great today?
Thank you, sir.
Always been a big fan of Donna Higgins. I'm related to her. That has nothing to do with it. Yes, Bill White, number 2. I was on the Blackhawks. It's not about me today. Let's not talk about that.
It's not. Are you ready to unveil the newest inductee?
Well, I am, Donna. I got to tell you, I'm a little emotional here today. That no one's ever asked number 2 Bill White to be in such a position, and to talk about such a great man. I'm ready.
You do the honors.
A little guessing. Do you have any ideas here?
Let me guess. Is it Bobby Orr?
No, Bobby Orr. First of all, I don't think we'd be inducting a Boston Bruin, but if we did, he'd probably be the one. But no, it's not Bobby Orr, number 4.
How about Phil Esposito?
No, old number 7, Phil Esposito, didn't make it. Nor did his brother, number 35, Tony O. He didn't make it. The man who made it into...
Open the envelope. Who made it?
The man who made it into the Hockey Hall of Fame was none other than... Oh, of course. Tom Jones. Tom Jones, of course, Donna. Tom Jones. I mean, was there ever any doubt?
No doubt in my mind.
Tom never played the game. He never put on a pair of skates, and in fact, the best I can recall, Tom didn't even like the game. So you might ask, how does he get into the Hall of Fame?
How does he get in the Hall of Fame?
Tom wasn't a player, as I mentioned, but what he did is he assembled a team. Tom put together a team second to none. When I first met Tom 20 years ago, it was myself, Bill Higgins, Mike Cronin. He had to get three of the best players out of the West to try to merge this team with 2 of the greatest cities in the world, Boston, or as we say, Boston, and Chicago. 2010 winners, God bless you, and 2011 winners. Well, what Tom was charged with and why he's going into the Hall of Fame was, as I said, he wasn't a skater, but he was a team builder. He came to us and said, with the promise of grandeur, that we were going to be able to sell and build an entire ingredient market in the city of Chicago, but the home headquarters would be out of Boston.
Selling what?
Selling cranberries.
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 Little tiny bitter.
Well, back in the day, it was a tiny bitter little fruit that sat by the side of a turkey. Today, because of people like Tom Jones and Tom's mentor, they were like Batman and Robin. Batman and the Boy Wonder. Tom Jones, the Boy Wonder. Batman, of course, Richard O'Brien. Well, they came to us 25 years ago and said, we've got to build a team and we need specialists. And we need guys like you to jump on the team. And what team did he build it?
Okay. So, Bill, the dynamic duo is putting together a team of rookies. How did you do that?
Well, I wouldn't have considered ourselves rookies, Donna, but it's a very good question. What Tom and the front office had to do, the front office at Ocean Spray, they offered us all the support we could get, but really what Tom had to do was he had to get us acclimated to the Ocean Spray culture. He had to teach us what the front office was. He had to teach us to live, breathe, and eat and drink cranberries like he did. It wasn't easy. So the way Tom figured the best way for simple-minded guys like this was he'd hit us with a whole bunch of acronyms. And boy, did he come with them. I mean, we had ITG, SDC, BFF, UTI, UTH, PAC, H. pylori, who I thought was a girl I dated in high school. No, find out it's some kind of a disease.
What about the dreaded BHAG?
Oh, don't mention the BHAG. Why would she mention the BHAG? The big, hairy, ostentatious goal? No, the BHAG was rammed down our throats by Tom. It didn't matter if the BHAG was attainable, whether it had anything to do with what we were doing, but there was a BHAG. But Tom Jones taught us a lot of things on a call. The call I remember most about Tom Jones, we're at the Quaker Lab, there's 5 young developers, 5 young ladies, and Tom starts looking them straight in the eye and says, UTI, UTH, how's your urinary tract health? I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, no, he can't do it. He continues on, he keeps selling the health benefits of the cranberry. I'm dying, it took me 4 years to be able to look anybody like you and say, hey, how's your health? How's your urinary tract? You got a UTI and then hand you a coupon? No. Tom Jones, he was better than all of us. He could do it right off the bat, and that's why he's the man being inducted today.
Okay. Go. So, Bill, after Tom taught you all the acronyms, what else was there to learn?
What else was there to learn? The acronyms was just the start. Tom Jones wanted to make sure that we understand all the properties of the cranberry. That's the only way we could sell. So then he hit us with a bunch of antis. I'm not talking anti-M, I'm talking antioxidant. I'm talking anti-adhesion, the 1-2 punch. I'm talking antiviral, anti-cancer. The only thing we didn't want was anti-broker, and Tom was never anti-broker. He said, if you're going to survive in Ocean Spray, if you're going to play in the East Coast League, you got to change. You're not a broker. You're better than that. And Tom continued to push the team, and we responded. But it wasn't with a lot of hammering and a lot of training that Tom gave us. The team had to change. You know, we started out with Higgins at center. You had the enforcer Mike Cronin and myself at D. That was good back in the day. Now we had to align ourselves with different people. The decision-making was being made at the lab. We had to have younger, faster, more talented, well, I shouldn't say more talented, but, you know, different kinds of players. So we drafted them. And Tom said, don't ever stay. If it's not broken, fix it. I didn't understand that for 20 years. I still don't, but the man says it, the man's true. Tom made us, we drafted a new team, and we continue to dominate. Back then, we still dominate the Midwest and the Boston League. The team of H&W and Ocean Spray, we take no prisoners. We've got the championship. We got the cups to show it. Do we stand still? No, we continue to develop our team. We continue to take the learnings that Tom Jones taught us, and we're better people for it. And I got to tell you, I'm getting a little emotional because he made me a better man. I don't know what he did for you. Did he do anything?
You made me a better woman.
You are a woman, yeah. He did that for both of us, and I just got to tell you, Tom, that you, for a man who never played the game, taught us more about the game than we could ever learn. Well, we love you, Tom, and I just wish you the very best.
Good luck, Tom. We'll miss you. Happy retirement.
Goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, Tom.